So fundamentally, what are we providing for a client where we're doing the annual accounts and corporation tax? Well, it depends if we're doing the bookkeeping or not. Most of the time we are doing the bookkeeping. We prefer that, but in certain circumstances, for larger clients, or if a client is particularly capable on bookkeeping, they may do it themselves. So part of what I'm saying here is either around we're doing the bookkeeping or we're checking the bookkeeping. So we've got to categorise, transactions, make sure we're happy with the income and expenses, do the bank reconciliation or check the bank reconciliation. Then we're drafting the accounts in our accounting software, which enables submission to Companies House. So we use TaxCalc for that particular piece of work. Then we're looking at your expenses in more detail for your company to see if there's anything additional that we may be able to claim that hasn't been included in the records given to us. Typical examples, home office, mobile phone, depending on your type of business as well, that, because we've got clients across many industries and similarities, we'll be able to then make suggestions to you around additional expenses to claim. And obviously the larger the business as well, the more scope there is to claim additional expenses, because there's more likely to have been more expenses as well. So then we're looking into, to the personal tax and seeing, what the personal tax implications, and then making you as tax efficient as possible, and considering, payroll to family members, if you employ family members, how to structure the company in terms of shareholder and dividends. So that all comes into the mix. Then we're effectively finalising the profit and loss and balance sheet, making sure that everything's been reconciled, fixed assets, debtors, creditors, tax account, accountancy fees. So then we're doing the corporation tax calculation, taking into account depreciation, parking fines, goodwill, anything and everything that needs to come into that. We're then discussing that with the client and then submitting once approved. So that's it in a nutshell. In addition, there's some basic tax advice. We've got high expertise on technology. We've got a wide network of professionals, so we can recommend other clients or contacts to provide additional services for clients' needs as appropriate. Typical ones: financial advisors, mortgage, all this sorts of things. So pension is quite a common one, obviously. Additionally, we need to take into account any updates from the government. This year there's been the equivalent of about 25 budgets. You have to keep up to date with all of that, either on an interim basis or annual basis. And we're also, which is fairly new, producing a lot of content to be helpful to clients. So I hope that helps understand our main service offering. Okay, thank you.